Hello everyone, Eric again with Adventures ASMR. Hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to start a new informational mini-series, basically a foreigner's ultimate guide to the Philippines. Going to have its own, subcategory and playlist on the channel, and basically answering all the questions if you're a foreigner coming here and you're wondering, well, a mix of things. So today we're going to do what is the true cost of living here as a Westerner, or living the Western lifestyle here in Manila in the Philippines, specifically Manila. We'll do another one on, what does it cost to live out in the province, but let's flip the camera around. Take a look. We're on the bridge right now. Mandaluyong on one side and Rockwell Makati on the other. And sun's starting to set. Hello. Sun's starting to set right now. It's the golden hour. Figure it'd be a lot cooler doing this right before the evening. But what's the cost of living? Completely unscripted, just shooting from the hip. How you doing? And what are some costs that basically everybody has when coming here? So maybe based off that you can figure out whether or not it's in your budget, and if it's a better deal from basically whatever part of the world you live in. All right, well, let's start with the cost of rent.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing? Yeah, like I said, everybody's super friendly here. 99% of the time, people see a camera. Even with no camera, everybody just wants to say hello. And very friendly, can't complain. Probably the friendliest place I've ever lived. So that's a positive, but yeah, cost of living. So what is the rent? Now, I've been vacationing here for about 10 years. Just if anybody's wondering, what are my qualifications on talking about this type of stuff. Basically, I don't have all the answers. I'll never claim to know everything. I won't say, hey, listen to me, I have the most experience. I don't. I've been vacationing here for 10 years, and I've been living here for about a year. So I waited about a solid year. Channel's been around for about, I want to say 8 months, 9 months. Hello. 8 months, 9 months, and it's Adventures ASMR. Thank you, Bo. Yeah, you get a lot of people that are super curious. That's awesome. But yeah, vacationing here 10 years, and I've been living here for about a year. Started the channel about 8 months ago. So if you can, I'll say in the beginning, and if you can like, share, and subscribe, it greatly helps out the channel. I love doing these videos, and I'd like to be doing them for a long time, so help spread the word. But as I was saying, basically, I definitely don't have all the answers. I have my answers. I have what works for me. What works for me might not be what works for you, but hopefully this this mini series helps a few people out with questions and answers. Also, before I start, if there's any questions that you'd like to know, maybe I can or can't answer them, or have my own answers for them, write them in the comments, and I'll get to those sooner than later. All right, well, back to what I was saying. So I can't talk about what it costs to buy a place here. I didn't buy a place here. I'd have to do more research and ask people that have actually done that to give a more accurate answer. But I rent here, so a lot easier for me to just talk about what are my own personal costs. When you start, you come over here and you start looking for a place BGC is more expensive. I live in Makati, and a lot less expensive here than it is in BGC. Depending on your style, your standards of living, the amenities in the house or apartment, it can range. But basically, for a one bedroom, I'd say anywhere from low end 15,000 pesos to high end about maybe 35,000 pesos. So what is that? And we're gonna do, lately it's been, from the US dollar, it's been about, hello Po, it's been a 1 to 55, 56 ratio, but basically just for easy math, I'll do it 1 to 50. I've never really seen it drop below that. think sometime last September, it maybe even jumped just below a 1 to 57 ratio, but talk about that in another video. Power plant mall right here, super fancy. But yeah, cost of he wants to take a break. He got tired, huh? That's cute. Yeah, he's pooped. Hello. How you doing? Woo. Thank you. Have a good day. That's funny. He got tired. He needed a 30-second break. Plopped right down on the. It's probably cooler on the ground. But anyway, that's $15,000 to $35,000. That's like $300 to $700, somewhere around there, US dollars. Now I said it's a little bit less because the conversion's a little better, but based off a 1 to 50 ratio, $300 to $700. You know, you get an apartment. What is it going to cost to run that apartment? So like, what are utilities and electric, internet, stuff like that? Oh, sorry. Thank you, Paul. I didn't realize he was stopping the traffic for me. Oh, man, I love this mall. So yeah, I want to say, you know, depending on your use, the biggest thing obviously is air conditioning. Very expensive. Electric here is not cheaper than anywhere else in the world, especially not the US. I don't really know other people's prices, but I mean, electric here is pretty pricey. Or at least, you know, the same, if not a little bit more than I was paying in New Jersey or a place like Colorado. But you know, low end, about 5,000 pesos. High end, maybe 15,000 pesos. So, you know, maybe $100 a month to about $300 a month. Now that's rent, sorry, not rent, that's electric and utilities. So maybe like they'll bundle in the water. Internet, if you get internet at the house, I mean, it's extremely cheap. I think I'm paying like, I don't even know, maybe like $20, $30 a month for internet. Nothing big deal. And it's pretty good internet, you know, no complaints. I, you know, obviously upload all the videos, no problem. But yeah, so like I said, maybe $100 to $300 a month. Food, you know, you're here, you got to eat, obviously, right? Here, let's cross over again on this median. Like all the outdoor seating here. Food, so, you know, low end, you know, your low end being you're buying all your groceries and you're making your own food, you're cooking for yourself. I'd put that at about 20,000 pesos a month, which is about $400. And high end, I'd put it at about 40,000 pesos a month, so double that, so about $800 a month. You know, personally, I'd say I fall maybe right around, you know, 30,000 a month, which is like $600. And breakfast, usually cook for myself, maybe lunch, make a little something. But quite often I'll go out for a meal, dinner time. But if you're wondering what the meals actually cost here, I want to say your average, even a sit-down meal, anywhere from, you know, low end 300 pesos, high end maybe 700 pesos. So right in the middle, I'd say your average sit-down meal, maybe about 500 pesos. Next would be, let's think about transportation. So obviously you got to get around, right? Now, I'm going to do an entirely separate video on transportation in general in the Philippines. Just talking about the most savvy ways to get around, the least expensive. Basically, I take cheap transportation. I think the best thing to take is Grab, and if not Grab, if you got to go somewhere far, I take the bus. You know, I don't really, I have rented like private transport to get around, and after using the bus, I was scared at first. Like, you know, it was kind of intimidating. If you don't speak the language and you go to a bus terminal here, it's pretty crazy. But, you know, once you get used to it, no big deal, pretty easy. You could take like a 2 to 3 hour bus ride for, I don't know, $3-4. So really inexpensive. But I also, if you're going local, you could take, I think a lot of older people probably don't, but you could take a jeepney or a trike. It might be a little hard to get in and out of those things in your older age, but hey, if you're still, in good shape, I don't mind it. So I actually really like taking the trikes. I like taking the jeepneys. And I mean, that's like anywhere from 50 cents to $1 to get around locally. But I'd put it at transportation about $5,000, so $100 to $15,000 a month. So anywhere from $100 to $300 a month, I think is more than enough money to use transportation. Now, I don't own a car here, so I can't really speak on what kind of cost that is, but just getting around using basic transportation, public transportation, anywhere from, depending on how often you're going somewhere, $100 to $300 a month. Next, fun. When you're here, you're going to want to spend some money, you're going to want to go out. I think that's kind of the point of traveling and being over in Asia. But you want to get out, you want to have fun, you want to do some stuff. Now, some people I talk to, they don't really, they're here, they're living here, they keep to themselves, and they don't go out too often. They live a pretty peaceful life. I'd put that at even low end, maybe 10,000 pesos a month, so like $200 a month. I'd say high end, you go, and I'm talking about just going out to like, bars, clubs. Maybe you don't do that. Maybe you just go to a pool hall. Maybe you don't do that. Maybe you just go see a movie or spend a day at the mall. Maybe high end, I'd put it at about 20,000 pesos. So, anywhere from $200 to $400 a month, depending on how often you go out. Maybe you go out 1-2 nights a week. If you go out every single night of the week, I mean, that's awesome, but it probably, it gets expensive. It doesn't matter where you live, it gets expensive. But if that's the lifestyle you live, that's awesome too. But just talking about the average person. And lastly, I think this is pretty cool. I've actually never seen this before. Let's take a look. That's really neat. I feel like this is new. I haven't seen this each time I passed. Hello. And yeah, last category I have is miscellaneous. Hello again. Hey, you did a whole circle, huh? So those kids all the way on the other side by the river. But miscellaneous. So low, miscellaneous being like, example, I did a jiu-jitsu class yesterday. It was no-gi jiu-jitsu, so I needed to go buy the proper shorts for it and the like a rash guard shirt type of thing. I didn't have any of that, so I'd consider that a miscellaneous expense. I'm here, I didn't plan on buying it, but all of a sudden I needed it. And I don't know, the shorts were almost $60 American, and the shirt was like $20. So, an extra $80. But miscellaneous, maybe it's like, buying the, toothpaste, toothbrush, soap, shampoo, whatever you need for the month. But I'd put it at a low end, 5,000 pesos. So 5,000, I'm trying to pick a way to go. 5,000 pesos, $100 US about. All the way through, I'd say maybe 15,000 pesos, so about $300 US. So anywhere from $100 to $300, and that covers your miscellaneous expenses for the month. But yeah, just to recap. And by the way, we're gonna do a recap right now. So once again, I'm gonna put everything at an average. So I'd say rent in Manila. Average about 25,000 pesos a month. Electric, about an average of 10,000 pesos a month. Food, about an average of 30,000 pesos a month. Transportation, average of 10,000 pesos a month. Fun, just going out, about 15,000 pesos a month. And miscellaneous, I'd say about an average of 10,000 pesos a month. You know, if I'm doing the math correctly, I think that's grand total of about 100,000 pesos a month to live the, I'd say, you know, maybe a little like entry low end, but still a very Western lifestyle here in the Philippines. So grand total, 100,000 pesos a month. You take that number, divide it by 55, because like I said, it's about a 1 to 55 ratio as of late. And you get about $1,800, maybe a little bit over, but about 1,800 bucks. Here, let's cross over. Oop, is he stopping? Maybe. Oh, all right, I didn't see you. Thank you, Paul. I didn't know if he was there or not. I saw him after the fact. These buildings are awesome, though. So Rockwell, more expensive. Thank you, Bo. BGC, more expensive. But if you get your average apartment somewhere in Manila, Makati, these are the prices that you're looking at spending. So 1,800 US dollars a month, everything you want to do and more. Not a bad deal. So flip it around. But you know, that's about it for this video. Like I said, maybe that dragged on a little bit longer than I wanted it to. But just trying to think of everything that I can, not to leave anything out. I'm probably sweating really bad, sorry about that. But yeah, 1,800 bucks. Sweet deal. So if you could swing that a month, you know, definitely come out here and check it out. And I'll do more videos soon, short questions and answers. And yeah. If you can, please like, share, and subscribe. Greatly helps out the channel. Said it earlier, only been around maybe a little over 8 months now. And love to keep doing these videos. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey, I completely forgot to add that up. So $1,800 a month times 12 months, you're just shy of about $22,000 a year. So $22,000 a year to live in Metro Manila. Everything all in, from food, rent, electric, fun, transportation, and miscellaneous expenses. So, pretty sweet deal. Thanks for watching.